everyone, welcome back to Ormsby Farm and welcome back to the kitchen. We're in Mom's kitchen today because we are prepping to leave for a week and go get some work done at the farm, the new property that we purchased. If you follow us on the podcast, you know that I revealed that Monday on the last podcast. And so what I want to do, because it's not that the farm is off grid, but nothing is hooked up right now. So I want to go ahead and do some meal preps. So I want to turn 1 pack of this chicken into 12 meals over the week. Can I do it? Yes, I can.
I'm coming home.
Alrighty, so all the recipes I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave in the description box. I've had so much fun doing the Air Fryer February collab. My next video is coming out tomorrow, so be sure to tune in for that. But I thought I need to do some more cooking videos. And for those who own homes and own farms, you know that it's expensive to redo it and to start up your farm. So I wanted to do a video on cheap meal prep ideas and recipes. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, these dinners that we're doing, Chris and Tara are only gonna be there 3 of the nights. So for those nights, I need to make 12 dinners out of these chicken breasts and still make it cool and fun where it's not just chicken. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I have something in my eye. Tomorrow I'll show you, oh my gosh. Take 2. These are just cheap ideas to meal prep in a meal prep container, and you can freeze it, you can refrigerate it, because you will see in a video coming up that we are putting all of the food in the camper fridge and freezer where I'm staying now. 106 square feet, and the fridge and freezer is very itty bitty. So I'm gonna have to be smart, I'm gonna have to be crafty, I'm gonna have to be, I don't know another word, but I gotta be that too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some chicken and shrimp fajita box. We're gonna do some teriyaki chicken, and we're gonna do some grilled chicken tenders and sweet potato fries to throw in the air fryer, because we can bring that, and that's gonna be our godsend for everything. So let's go ahead, enough of me gabbering, and let's get into the prep. I wanted to just also show you before we get into it the Tupperware that I'm using. I'm kind of using a mix and a match. So these I actually, and they come with a top. I got these from Dollar Tree. Well, I guess now it's $1.25 tree. So that's one of these. The next one is one that I was actually used a lot during the quarantine. I did some for the family dinners over Zoom, and what I did is I had a lot more of these, so I don't know if all of them returned it. But I put the meal in this. I would deliver it to their front door, and then we'd have a Zoom dinner. So this is another good one. I got these off of Amazon. I will leave a link down below. And because I oh yeah, and then these two, just because they're wider ones and I don't have 4 of each. And for the chicken tenders and the potatoes, what I'm pretty much doing is seasoning them in olive oil and putting them in a Ziploc. But let's go ahead and get prepped. All right, so the first thing that I like to do with the breasts, because they are ginormous breasts, is I like to go ahead and cut them in half. It really, you still have a good amount of chicken from doing the half chicken breast, but look how thick these are, y'all. That's gonna, so one meal is that, or one breast is actually gonna be 2 meals. So that's the way to say, that's the way to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all of these chicken breasts in half, and then we're gonna get back with you. And I'm gonna speed up this right here. So I'm really just talking and talking and talking, but it's speeded up. So let's go ahead and we're gonna get into it. One of the first things that I'm gonna do is I'm going to put just some random cuts of the chickens, the smaller pieces. And I'm gonna put those in the oven because The dog's gotta eat too, and they love chicken, so I'm gonna put this in. So another thing that I'm gonna do when I'm starting it off, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the rice. Mom wants brown rice, so we got a half a cup of brown rice here, 1 cup of rice, and we're gonna double it for the water. So a cup of water, 2 cups of water. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and start the teriyaki sauce for the teriyaki chicken, and that's one of the recipes. So what we're gonna do is a half a cup of soy sauce. You can use the coconut aminos, which of course is the soy sauce substitute. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Teaspoon of sesame oil. Teaspoon and a half of ginger. Teaspoon and a half of garlic. And I'm gonna whisk all of this up right here. And then to this, I'm gonna add a cornstarch flurry. You can use arrowroot powder as well. Basically what that is 1/4 cup of water and 3 tablespoons of arrowroot flour or cornstarch. And I almost forgot, a tablespoon of honey. This is from our cousin's husband's farm in Illinois. So shout out to Morgan and Ian. Woohoo! Now we're gonna bring it up to a boil. And while we're waiting on that to come up to a boil, I'm gonna go ahead and start dicing the chicken. This way of cutting the chicken is really up to however you prefer your chicken. But all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of the breast halves and I'm gonna slice it long ways. Kind of like little strips, really. And right now I had brought the mixture up to a boil for the teriyaki sauce, and that is now thickening. So we're gonna go ahead and put the chicken on and season it and get the teriyaki chicken meal prepped. And for all the chicken, I'm pretty much doing the same kind of like chunk piece. It's easier to cook, it's easier to saute. I learned that when I was working in the food industry, and that's what we're gonna do so I can separate it all out. But I've gotten all of my 4 half cut of the breast cut up here, as you can see. And what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna toss it into the wok and we're gonna get some seasoning seasoned with the chicken, and then we're gonna go ahead and prep out this first meal. So now I'm going to go ahead and set up the meal. So I'm gonna do Mom's first because she has different stuff. So we have the brown rice for her. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put half of what I cooked in the bottom of this, and then with draining the water, I cook the cooked broccoli right beside it. We're gonna put probably a spoonful, looks like about right, of the chicken. And then I'm going to drizzle the teriyaki, homemade teriyaki, right on top of it. Yum. And then we put a top on it. And fun fact for when you're reheating even the broccoli and the rice, a tablespoon of water over the top of it, keep the lid on but vented, and microwave for 1 minute. Just so you know. Let me get all these other finished. I'm cutting up the tenders now. This is gonna be the other meal. This is gonna be a lunch meal. So basically all I'm doing is cutting them into strips or small pieces, and we're gonna season them, and we're not gonna cook them. We're going to freeze them, take them out, and then I can throw them in the air fryer to do like a grilled kind of chicken tender with the sweet potato fries. And I literally did the exact same thing with the sweet potato fries. Just cut them up into like slivers, like French fries. Seasoned them, and they are ready to go. So that is what I'm going to do with these chicken tenders here. Same thing, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here. I am going to season it a little bit, and then we're going to stick it straight in the freezer just like this. Into the freezer. Alrighty, so we're gonna start the rice again, same way as we did before, but this time I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a teaspoon of onion powder. Do it half for your brown rice. Teaspoon of cumin. Teaspoon of the chili powder, and I would put less if you don't want it as spicy. And a teaspoon of turmeric. And that gives you the yellow rice recipe. Again, the recipe will be in the description box. I'm going to cook the rice the same way, and then we're going to get the chicken cooked same way, but this time I'm going to do it with some onions and peppers, and we're going to do like a Texas fajita style. It's going to be kind of loud, but first in my wok I put the onions and the peppers with 2 tablespoons of my fajita seasoning, recipe in the description box. And now I put all the chicken, I cut the chicken up, and again I did it the same way as I did it for the other recipe. About a half a breast per person, so just about 2 full breasts in here. And I'm going to add 2 more of the tablespoons of the fajita seasoning, and then we're going to plate it up, y'all, because rice is done, guacamole is done. This is going to be great. Alrighty, so now we are going to plate the final one. Again, Chris isn't always a weird one because he doesn't do veggies. But I decided at last minute to throw in, I bought a $5 pack of the shrimp. So I decided to throw shrimp in the little fajita. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to do the rice, beans, and the fajita mixture. And then I found a really cute thing on Instagram where you put plastic wrap on the inside of one are your cold ingredients. So your salsa, your guacamole, your sour cream, whatever that you can take out before you heat it up. So that is what I'm going to do. So let's start with, we're going to start with Mom's, and I'm going to put probably 2 of the spoonfuls of the black beans that we canned. If you haven't seen that video, click the little note right to the side. I'm gonna go and get a little spoonful of the rice. Remember, y'all, this was the brown rice that I just added the yellow rice mixture to, or yellow rice seasoning to turn it that way. I'm gonna put some of the fajita mixture on top. Hello. You're not even in it. So I'm gonna get veggies first and just put some veggies because Mom loves the veggies. I might get a mix of the chicken now, so. I'll put the shrimp actually on this side because this was a last minute thing, so I Didn't know I wasn't gonna have room. I'll fold it over now. And then I'm gonna put, in this side, I'm gonna do just a little bit of the, some avocado and tomatoes that I kind of mashed together as a, kind of a guacamole kind of thing. So I'll put a little bit of that there. Do a little bit of diced tomatoes. A little bit of shredded cheese right here, and then we're gonna put a lime. And then we have the fajita prep. I'm gonna go ahead and finish all of the other ones, and then I'll show you what we got from just $9 worth of chicken. Oh, and $5 worth of shrimp. Alrighty, y'all, so that is pretty much like 16 meals, because again, we have the dog's chicken that I've prepped, but we have 4 of the fajita meals, 4 of the teriyaki meals, 4 of the chicken tenders and sweet potato fries meals, and there's some other really cool stuff. Tomorrow I'm doing a pork roast and turning that into shredded pork, so that's some meals. And I made some pancakes, froze them. You'll see all these pictures on my Instagram. So we normally do on church day pancakes on Sunday. So y'all, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely share this video on social media to like-minded people. It helps out our channel and we greatly, greatly appreciate it. Y'all, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you know that anytime that new content drops to our channel. Follow us on social media at Instagram and Facebook at Ormsby Farms. And again, thank you for stopping in the kitchen with me as we prep for our week at the farm. Y'all, we'll see you on the next video. Be blessed.
I'm coming home.